we always hear about this area about education, and we hear about the number of PhDs. I've had just a personal experience with Montgomery County education. I had my older two out of my three children went to private high school. And then my youngest is going to an up-county high school called Clarksburg High School. I have been overwhelmed at how good a quality high school it was. Didn't know what to expect, and it could not be any better. How important is this for businesses coming into the area? I know we talk about it, but is it just one of those things you talk about, or is it really something? Because obviously we're putting a lot of money into this school system.
Yes, of course. I'd say a couple of examples where it is quite important. When we deal with out-of-state companies, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about this. Out-of-state companies, even ones that perhaps have a manufacturing component, and you'd think sort of in the old days that would have been irrelevant. It's not. It's hugely important because they're looking for skilled workers, whether machinists or some other trade, and then certainly the professional or corporate headquarters. It's enormous. They want to see the housing, they want to see the value of the schools, down to show me where they are, what the commuting time is. I mean, it gets very granular. The other two areas where I think education is, it's a very big selling point for us, are in the life sciences, which everyone has really talked about. It's a big reason why companies come here, grow here, and then as well, the sort of cybersecurity, DoD related, even BRAC related. To some degree, they are having trouble finding enough people. A lot of that is just tied to finding people who have the appropriate security clearances. Right. But those are some of the areas where it's, I think, super critical.
Right, and I'll just piggyback on that as well. I mean, it's, for the second year in a row now, the state of Maryland has been ranked #1 for a public education system, which, that's #1. That means we beat Virginia and everybody else in the country. So, but it's not just our public schools. As you mentioned, we have great private schools in the state, but our community college system is also one of the most highly acclaimed, highly accredited community college systems that we have in the country as well. And as Ursula mentioned, companies are more aware about the need for training their employees now more than ever before to maintain those skill sets and increase skill sets. And as Ursula mentioned, the manufacturing sector needs highly skilled laborers now. It's not the high school dropout who's going to work at the manufacturing plant anymore, because our manufacturers are all high-tech manufacturers. You have to be able to read instruction manuals, you have to be able to program computers that are helping you run those machines. I mean, there's a lot of skills that are required, and I think our, not to diminish the quality of the University of Maryland school system as well, that's also fantastic, but the community colleges have really stepped up to be the customized training specialists for our companies, and I think that's been great throughout the